been busy. Now she stars opposite Nicolas Cage in a brand new film called Moonstruck.
Will you marry me?
I will marry you. I will be your wife.
You love him, Loretta?
No.
Good. When you love him, they drive you crazy.
Why are you marrying Johnny? He's a fool.
Where are you taking me?
To the bed.
Oh, God. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. Take me to the bed.
You love him, Loretta?
Ma, I love him awful.
Oh, God, that's too bad.
I don't do music news, but I hear a rock classic is about to reappear as an album after some 20 years.
Well,
Is there a new Bang Bang?
Yes, there is a new Bang Bang. And it's so fabulous. John Bon Jovi did it, and it's really great. It's really cool.
It's your first album in 5 years.
I guess it's like 5 or 6, something like that. It's a real long time.
That's real excitement.
I'm pretty excited about it because I honestly think it's the best album I've ever done.
When I do my research on quotes, I love this.
Okay.
Some of my favorite Cher quotes came about the time you were turning 40. Now, Jane Fonda said it's wonderful and it's magic.
Right.
Cher says...
It's a pain in the ass.
That was one of them.
Okay.
But you're doing it real well, aren't you?
Yes, I passed it.
I read when I started looking into movies that when you went to the Silkwood screening and your name came up on the credits, you heard something that greatly displeased you.
Well, it wasn't the screening. They called and said they're playing the trailer at the UA Egyptian in Westwood. So my sister, coming attractions. And my sister and my manager and my sister's husband, we all ran down there. We were really excited. And we went in, we sat down, and all the names started coming up. And when my name came up, the entire theater started to laugh. Mm. And it shocked me. And I knew it was a real organic emotion because everybody did it. And then I remembered it was really hard for me. My sister started to cry. I like bit my lip. And I remember that my agent told me that when they had the preview in Chicago, that in the beginning of the movie, when my name came up, people started to laugh. And at the end of the movie, when my name came up, people started to applaud. Mm. And he said, "You're just going to have to wait." He said, "It's going to be really rough. You're just going to have to be tough and stick this one out."
When did you know that performance was, when did you first think that performance might be award-worthy?
I never thought it was. I just always thought it was really this little thing.
Isn't that funny? Now, anyone who ever said Mask knows that Rusty Dennis is no little thing and was a powerful performance. To get that, they don't know, though, you were in constant fights with director Bogdanovich.
Well, I think they must know it by now. Yeah, we were. I mean, I'm sure you wouldn't have hired me if you'd known how difficult that was going to be. But it was really difficult, actually, until about the middle of the movie. From the middle of the movie on, we didn't fight at all. And actually, the last day of the movie of shooting was his birthday. And I said, "You know, Pete, it's a good thing that this is the last day, because I think if it went on any farther, I might even like you. We might be able to be friends, you know." But he and I just never saw eye to eye on who this woman was, and I just wouldn't listen to him, unfortunately. And I said, I can understand you're the director, I should be doing what you want, but I really have to follow my instinct, and so you have to do what you have to do, and I have to do what I have to do.
Speaking of instincts, when you saw the script to Witches of Eastwick, didn't particularly like it, but you wanted to work with your friend Jack Nicholson. Is that fair?
It is absolutely accurate. I also didn't count on the bonus of working with Michelle and Susan, because that was really a pleasure. I really enjoyed it. And working with Johnny was great, and I didn't think much of the script. And yet, I think we made a much better movie
Out of the script. And I don't know that we
did it out of the script, or I just didn't see it in the script and it was there all the time.
Did you end up learning more or having fun as a result of Nicholson's presence?
Well, let's see. I learned an awful lot about him, and I think that every time you do a job, you learn something. Mm-hmm. The way he works, though, is very... It's actually basically the way we all worked. We were all prepared when we got there, so you didn't see anyone make any kind of preparation. We were all just ready. So I think I like the way Johnny works because he doesn't make a big deal out of it. He's just there and he does it. I guess in a way that I've heard about Spencer Tracy. You just know your lines, you get there and you do it.
Don't bump into the furniture.
Right.
She's the devil here in Eastwick.
read it very slowly once and almost have it memorized, but pretty much so. But not, I'll tell you something, in this case it wasn't, because there were so many things that I didn't know what I was saying. And until I learned them, sometimes it became very difficult. Like, you know, you have circuit court judge, Supreme Court judge, and something else type of judge in the same sentence, in the same paragraph, and I would get them confused because I wasn't sure which one was supposed to be which, and to me they didn't make that much difference. So it took me a while, you know, with much help from these women, to finally get an idea of what the law was like, and they gave me it was a crash course, but I finally, you know, got it down.
What you're asking me to do is absolutely illegal.
Look, you're going to let your client just fry because you want to play by the rules, huh?
No, I would do anything for my client. I mean, I'm the only chance that he has, but I'm not going to break the law.
All right. If he did it, I'm going to vote guilty. But if he's innocent, I don't want that on my conscience.
Miss Riley, I want to see you in my chambers.
No?
Now.
When the time comes to tell the whole story, you've always been so amazingly open with the public. Interviews since the day you started being famous. You did say you wanted to write your memoirs. What have you held back that you want to tell that'll help sell the book?
Oh my God, I'd have to wait till almost everybody was dead before I wrote it. Because, I mean, the public knows so much, but they know so little.
One question about Chastity, now 18, your daughter. You started your married life at 16 with Sonny. When she turned 16, how tough are you on the boys she dates?
I'll tell you something, I have absolutely total... Chastity's not like I was at all. Chastity is very level-headed, and I mean, I absolutely trust her and have total faith and go to her for advice because she's so level-headed, and we've always had a very strange relationship. She's never, I mean, she's never lied to me in her entire life, so that I've never made certain kinds of demands on her time, and if she was going someplace, she'd say, I'm going someplace, and I'd say, what time do you think you'll be home? And she'd say this time, and she'd be home at that time, and I've never worried about her, and I really think that she's got a, you know, if she picked someone, they would be the right person.
Is this still a Cher quote? You can fit everything I've learned about men on
the head of a pin and still have room for the Lord's Prayer, yes.
You don't see that changing in the near future?
No.
The only thing certain is that Cher will change, and America will be there to watch.